Greetings and welcome to Focus on Liberia. I'm Anthony. Vice President Jeremiah Kong has issued a direct warning to officials serving in the Boakai administration. Do not become arrogant, inaccessible, mean-spirited, or disconnected from the very people who helped bring this government to power. Speaking during the 2026 National Public Service Day celebration in Nimba County, Vice President Kong reminded appointed officials that public service is not a personal reward, it is a public responsibility. His message was simple but politically powerful. President Joseph Yuma Boakai cannot be everywhere. The president cannot personally reach every village, every town, every district, every community, and every struggling citizen. That means appointed officials must serve as visible extensions of the administration. Kong told officials that if they cannot impact the whole country, they should at least impact their hometowns, their communities, and even the next house beside them. That statement carries serious meaning. It suggests that government officials cannot hide behind titles, offices, convoys, protocols, and government privileges, while ordinary citizens feel abandoned. In Kong's view, the behavior of officials in their own communities could shape how Liberians judge the entire Boakai administration. The vice president also drew a direct political lesson from the defeat of the former Coalition for Democratic Change government. Without naming every mistake, he warned that officials who become inaccessible and dismissive can damage the political future of the government they serve. This is where the message becomes more than a public service lecture. It becomes a 2029 political warning. Kong said the election is coming in 2029, and President Boakai will look at the numbers. He will look at where he won, how he won, and who helped or hurt the government at the community level. In other words, if an appointed official becomes mean to the people, refuses to help, refuses to connect, refuses to empower others, and that behavior causes voters in that community to turn against the president, that official should not expect to be rewarded. That is a serious internal warning. Kong is telling officials that political appointments are not permanent entitlements. He reminded them that they are not the only qualified people in Liberia. They are not the smartest people in the country. They were simply chosen among many qualified Liberians. So if the president empowers them, they too must empower somebody. This is also a message about public perception. Across the country, some citizens are already complaining that certain officials in the current administration are becoming difficult to reach, detached from ordinary people, and more focused on personal comfort than public service. Kong's warning appears to recognize that danger early. The Unity Party came to power promising change, rescue, accountability, humility, and better governance. But if the people begin to see the same arrogance and neglect they complained about under the previous government, then the political advantage of the Boakai administration could begin to weaken. The vice president's message is therefore a reminder that elections are not won only by presidents and political parties. Elections are also won or lost by the daily behavior of officials in ministries, agencies, counties, districts, and communities. When citizens cannot access officials, they remember. When officials become mean after appointment, citizens remember. When government people enjoy power but fail to help ordinary people, citizens remember. And when election time comes, those memories can become votes. So will Boakai's appointees listen or repeat the mistakes? For the Boakai administration, the lesson is clear. Public office must be used to serve, empower, and connect, not to isolate. Vice President Kong's warning is strategic. He is telling officials that their personal conduct shapes the president's re-election chances. And that is the central point. The future of the Unity Party government depends on whether officials remain humble and responsive. So will Boakai's appointees treat this as a course correction or discover the cost only when the ballots are counted in 2029? Thorough and robust journalism drives our reporting. Thank you. For Focus on Liberia, I'm Anthony.